Alright, before I begin this rant, let me just tell you guys that this is my honest opinion. Alright? So when I upload this video and check my comments and how many views I got, I don't want to see, oh man, you're a Jalen Warner fan, okay? I hate you. Alright, I don't want to see that. Alright? I don't want to see any of that. You can dislike this video, or you can tell me why my statements are wrong, but like I said before, I will not hear them because this is my honest opinions. If you guys have your own opinions, tell me what you think, and that's just about it. Alright, now let's get started into this. Why I don't like Mega Evolutions. Okay, when Pokemon X and Y was announced, they unleashed a picture that looked like what people thought was Mew 3. And that Pokemon, everybody was like, oh man, this one's gonna be the best game ever. And everybody was on that train, and everybody was having a good time, but me. Now, let me tell you why I didn't like Mew 3. Because when they announced Pokemon X and Y, they came out with a little something called Mega Evolutions. Now, before I begin this rant, let me tell you what Mega Evolution is. A brand new feature of the Pokemon X and Y games are Mega Evolutions. These are special features of Pokemon different to evolutions and forms that have your Pokemon Mega Evolve in battle into these appearances. Their abilities, stats, and sometimes even types are different. To get a Pokemon to Mega Evolve, they need to be holding a special Mega Stone item unique to their species, as well as receiving the Mega Ring and the Keystone. To get your Pokemon to Mega Evolve, you can select a button when picking up the move, and then select a move. The Pokemon will both evolve and attack in that turn. You may only have one Mega Evolution in a battle. Alright, let me tell you everything that's wrong with that, okay? Now, don't take this as my first main and big major point, but I'm pretty sure there was a little franchise called Digimon that had a little something called Evolutions, or Digivolutions. And at one point, those Digimon could Mega Evolve into their Mega forms. Now, Digimon, they went from Rookie to Champion to Ultimate to Mega. And don't think I'm going to use that as my big solid point to bash on the Mega Evolutions of Pokemon. But, because Digimon isn't even relevant anymore. So, what I'm trying to say is, okay, not only did Pokemon make it blatantly obvious that it looked like a big ripoff to Digimon, they even had the whole undergoing process look exactly almost like Digimon. Oh, Mega Ring, Mega Evolve, zoom. Okay. Now, when I just told you guys, after Mega Evolving, that giant process of going to that big ass shell and Mega Evolving into a big monster Pokemon, they get to attack in that same turn. So your Charizard can jump to level 100 and then Super Fire Blast that Rat Hat over there for that one turn, and you're good. The game is over. You win because you jumped to level 100 and attacked in that same turn. That's broken. Are you serious? And everybody was on that train when it came out. They showed all the images for all the Mega Evolutions and what they all look like, and everybody was on that dick ride but me, because I was like obviously the only person to see, that looks a lot like Digimon. I'm a little skeptical right now. And of course Nintendo couldn't get me to join their side even at this whole time. Now that Mega Evolve has become a big thing in Pokemon. Now if you like Mega Evolutions, don't think I'm bagging on you. Don't think I'm a Gen 1er or a Gen 2er, because we all know that my favorite generation is 3. Alright, so before you guys dislike my videos, hear me out, because this is why I don't like Mega Evolutions, and it's because of their designs. I mean, why the hell do they suck so much? I mean, okay, don't tell me that you've been working in the Pokemon Game Freak Nintendo company for 15 to 20 years and you haven't gone down designing the Pokemon yet. Because let me tell you one thing, I didn't get Pokemon X and Y because the main focus was on Mega Evolutions and because the Mega Evolutions looked like they sucked. Alright, that's why I didn't get Pokemon X and Y, okay? That's why. Alright, like, okay, you guys can tell me oh, Grimer and Electrode weren't that great Pokemon anyways. Voltorb was just an upside down Pokemon. Grimer was just a pile of sludge. Okay, that's true. But since they're from the first generation, you gotta respect them because they were here since day one. But when you're in the working for 6 generations and then you make a Mega Pokemon look that stupid, I don't, something doesn't balance out here. You can't be working for a monster creating company for 20 years and then create these horrible pieces of shit. Now, I'm going to go down this list of each and every Mega Evolution and tell you guys why I don't like them. But hey, there are actually a few that I do like on this list, so I'll tell you guys why I like those, alright? So I'm not completely bashing Pokemon X and Y or Gen 6 or 7. I'm just saying this is why I don't like it and this is what it could do to change. Now, for example, when you Mega Evolve and just shoot to level 100 and attack in that same turn, that's really obviously broken. So I'm pretty sure what they could have done was, when they started Mega Evolution and they got in that egg, that could have taken maybe 3 turns before the Mega Evolution actually happened. And maybe there was a cooldown time and a warm-up time. Like, he could have attacked 2 turns after doing the Mega Evolutions process, because he's obviously going to be tired after exerting that much energy through a freaking steroid device. Okay, Mega Evolutions wouldn't be half as overpowered as it is if it was for that formula. If you activate Mega Evolutions and the process started, in the 3 turns, your opponent can either do the same exact thing or try to attack you back, the Pokemon while it's beginning to transform, and that can do damage to it before it appears, before its stats max out to level 100 anyways. Alright, maybe that would make more sense. Now, Digimon obviously didn't have a cooldown time when they Mega Evolved or whatever. But remember that when they Mega Evolutioned, they went back to rookie form or even baby form. So that's why Mega Evolution doesn't really float by me. But now I'm going to go down through the list and tell you guys why exactly I don't like any of these Pokemon designs. Starting with the first Pokemon ever created or put into the Pokédex, Mega Venusaur. Now, Venusaur was my starter for Gen 1 when I played Pokemon Leaf Green as a kid. And he's obviously the best one to choose from. I mean, come on. The first 2 Gen leaders are weak against Ivysaur. Like, you can kick their asses all the way through. So, when they announced Mega Evolutions, I was like, alright, they're gonna get into the star Pokemon. Let's see how Venusaur works. They gave him a giant tree on his back. No, not a Rafflesia, not another exotic tropical plant. No, they made it 2 feet bigger on his back and gave him a few more vines and whatnot. Like that was supposed to take the cake. 100, 10 out of 10. No, that doesn't work. I don't like what I like when I'm looking at Mega Venusaur. He looked exactly the same with a tree on his back. Now his ability is Thick Fat, and I like that ability because that prevents burns or whatever. I like that ability. I don't know exactly what it does, but it's good. It fits Venusaur, I guess, to prevent against fire and ice type attacks. But that design is really starting to piss me off. That I really don't like that small amount of effort they put in Mega Venusaur. But alright, after Mega Venusaur is Mega Charizard X. But not only Mega Charizard X, there's this Mega Charizard Y. So that means there's 2 forms of Charizard that you can get depending on which system you got for the version. Now, let me tell you why I don't like that. Why the fuck does Charizard get that much attention to get 2 forms? When you make shitty-ass Venusaur, and then Blastoise isn't even that much better. Okay, Charizard, he's a great Pokemon, but you're catering to that freaking 10% over there that say, oh man, Charizard's the best Pokemon ever. I've been with him since the first generation. Yeah, Charizard. But then you're looking at the other guys who said, hey guys, we actually like Venusaur and Blastoise, so what's up? No, Charizard gets 2 Mega Evolutions, and that's just it. Okay, Mega Charizard X. I don't really know who I like more or less. They look fine. Charizard X has a flames coming out of his mouth, so he looks pretty cool, I guess. But I still don't understand why he gets to have 2 forms. I don't respect that. No one should respect that, unless you like Charizard, obviously. I mean, I don't know what the ability Tough Claws does, but I do like these Fire and Dragon type. That's something that we asked for forever. And Mega Charizard Y has Drought. He gets Groudon's freaking ability. You might as well make him the legendary Pokemon character of the game. I don't freaking care about Charizard. Screw Charizard, but he's gonna be his own character in the next Smash Bros, so whatever. Next up is Mega Blastoise. Now, Instead of making him a giant tank with boss-ass spikes on his back and a giant freaking ultimate freaking water type attacks, no, they gave him a big hunchback, a freaking big water cannon on his back, and then 2 on his freaking arms. Yeah, because that's what Blastoise should be. He's a bigger hitbox. It's like Venusaur. They're both bigger hitboxes, so your Thunder and your Fire Blast can kill them both, while Charizard has 2 freaking gangster-ass forms that everybody likes and sucks his dick. Okay, Blastoise. Your ability is Mega Launcher. I don't even care about what that has to do with anything, but I can see the amount of effort put in for Blastoise. I mean, oh shoot. The whole 30% of fans that like Blastoise just got shitted on. Because Blastoise, Mega Blastoise, looks exactly the same except he has freaking water guns. The only thing that could possibly make Blastoise better, or I would have set it for Blastoise, is if maybe he went Mega, almost like Magmortar, and he had a Mega Cannon arm, like a Mega Man cannon, but it was water type, like Magmortar. That would be sick. I'd be like, holy shit, don't fuck with that Pokemon, because he can Mega Blast you like Mega Man and kill your ass. But no, they gave him one big freaking giant freaking cannon on his back and then 2 on his arms. Like, that's supposed to be cool or badass. No, dude, he was cool when he had 2 water shooters, not just 1 water shooter. And is that thing even like anti-air or whatever? I don't even know. I don't care. I didn't play the freaking game because I didn't want to. It was stupid. Alright, moving on to the first 2 Pokemon that had to be traded to evolve. Mega Alakazam. Now, try to guess why I don't like this freaking Pokemon. They made my favorite Psychic-type Pokemon in the entire series, ruined him by giving him a stupid-ass mustache and beard. Dude, are you freaking serious? I don't even mind the fact that he has 5 freaking spoons flying around him, but why does he have that big-ass freaking mustache and beard? Like, are you serious? When Alakazam had that regular mustache, that was just part of his face, or whatever. But no, now you guys are making him look like a freaking crazy, like, dude, that looks like you're trying to point at a freaking race or something. I'm not even gonna try to bash on him that hard because, dude, that really looks like they're trying to make Alakazam almost like, I don't even want to go even farther with it because he still has this freaking ruby in his head. I don't like what I'm saying. Like, guys, you can't sit there and tell me, oh man, Mega Alakazam's great. He has a freaking stupid beard and mustache on. I don't even want to get racial about it because it's pissing me off that much. Like, I can really get to it, but I don't want to because I know I'll get screwed over if I say something like that. Mega Alakazam sucks. I don't like how they ruined my favorite Psychic-type Pokemon in the game. How do you do that? He could have been badass. He could have had his 2 spoons. He could have been like, he could have been, I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. I don't know. Moving on to Mega Gengar. Now, let me tell you something. I actually liked Gengar when he was a Pokemon, and Mega Gengar doesn't look half bad. The only really thing I don't like about Mega Gengar is that big-ass freaking circle on his head. Why does he have that Dragon Ball eyeball, like the 3rd eye on his head? Like, what? Why? It's orange, first of all. It doesn't even match his regular eye color. It's just an orange ball on his head, and I don't like that. Like, dude, he looked good until you get a circle on his head. Like, if you guys really wanted to ruin any Pokemon design, that's how you do it. Like, you get a circle on his head that doesn't even match any of the colors on his whole body. Moving on to Mega Kangaskhan, because this Pokemon has been useless since it freaking debuted. Okay, Mega Kangaskhan, her power is Parental Bond. I don't even want to know what the hell that does. Freaking probably makes it lay eggs faster or whatever. In this Mega Evolution, the baby comes out to fight, alright? So, when Mega Kangaskhan evolves, he or she gets a few shoulder plates on her body. It doesn't even change, honestly speaking. Mega Kangaskhan looks exactly the same, except the baby's standing now. So if that's supposed to be a cake seller and make me want to get the game, that looks really freaking stupid. Trust me, it does. I don't like Mega Kangaskhan. It looks like they were only trying to make Kangaskhan relevant again. Now, Kangaskhan's a cool Pokemon. I kind of wish it was fighting type instead of still normal type, but no, it's still going to be normal type, but the baby's going to be fighting too. And maybe they could have made this cool by having both Mega King Kong and Mega Baby King Kong fight at the same time. Like maybe it was like controlling two Pokemon at once. Like you entered the automatic double battle while fighting that one Pokemon, because the baby was fighting now. The baby probably had lesser attack than the level 100 mother right there. But that probably pretty cool. But they didn't. It's just the baby is fighting now. So yeah. Moving on to Mega Pinsir, another Mega Pokemon that they just tried to make relevant again. Okay, I actually like Pinsir as a Pokemon. I don't know what exactly I'm looking at here when I see Mega Pinsir. If he has mad more wings or just like whatever. But I don't know what to say about Pinsir, so I'm just gonna move on from him just then and there, okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna move on from Pinsir because I don't know what to talk about with Mega Pinsir. Moving on to freaking Mega Gyarados. Okay. So in this little gimmick of Mega Evolutions, they try to take the most useless Pokemon in the game, evolve it into a pretty better version, I guess, and then give that version a Mega Evolution. So Magikarp gets the ability to Mega Evolve into Mega Gyarados. Okay. Now, when I see Mega Gyarados, I suspect him to be Water and Dragon type, but instead he's Water and Dark type with the ability Mold Breaker. Now, I barely even have I don't even know what that ability does. And I know about that ability, you know, like Parental Bond or whatever. But Mega Gyarados really looks like it should be Dragon type. I'm not gonna knock its ability, what it looks like. It looks like it's a giant lobster or freaking crawfish or whatever. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. But Mega Gyarados really should have been Dragon type. That's all I can say, because it's still weak against Thunder and Dark and Grass. I mean, fighting. With Thunder, Grass, and Fighting, like, okay, you're still weak to all those other types that you weren't weak to before. You're just Dark type now, and you don't look Dark type. You really look like you're Dragon type. You really do. Alright, moving on to Mega Aerodactyl, because of all the fossil Pokemon, they had to give this one the fossil ability to Mega Evolve. Now, when I see Mega Aerodactyl, I see the same exact Pokemon with rocks on its skin. It's shooting out of his skin like that shit doesn't hurt. Like, dude, okay. Mega Aerodactyl has spikes on his belly, spikes on his wings, spikes as horns, and then a spiked goatee. No, I'm not really liking that ability. He's still rock and flying. He's not Dragon and Rock or whatever. He's still rock and flying. Mad boring as hell. Weak to freaking thunder and water and grass and fire. And like, just seriously, like, what the hell? Tough Claws, I don't want to know what that ability does. Mega Aerodactyl looks like it wasn't tried to work on, because I'm pretty sure they could have made Aerodactyl a darker tint of purple, or like even more badass, or like a giant Ridley pterodactyl in the air or something. But no, they gave him spikes coming out of his skin like that shit doesn't hurt, and said, there you go, Mega Evolution. Like, it's obvious I don't like any of these designs, but here's what takes the cake. Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y. Now, I don't care that Mewtwo gets 2 Mega Evolutions, because he's a legendary Pokemon, so it makes sense. He's cool. He's a pretty cool Pokemon, but I still don't like Mega Mewtwo Y. He's still the little shithead that everybody rode his dick on, and honestly, all it looks like is this little freaking unborn embryo of a freaking fetus. It has this freaking tail attached to his head. His tail's attached to his head, like what the fuck? He has horns and a little halo loop that attached to his other side of his head. I don't understand what that is. And then he has this bulge in his freaking stomach. Like, that's where his umbilical cord should be. Like, Mega Mewtwo Y is the Mega Mewtwo Y is the premature baby of Mew. Mega Mewtwo Y looks like an unborn baby. It really does. But I actually like Mega Mewtwo X. I'll give it that. I like Mega Mewtwo X, but that's just because he's psychic and fighting. They didn't make him a regular psychic type Pokemon. He's psychic and fighting. So Mega Mewtwo X, he's a little more, I guess, physical. The thing I don't like about Mewtwo X, I don't really know where his tail is. I think they cut off his tail. His legs are kind of weird. He has 3 toes, and then I guess his leg is his foot anyway, so that's kind of weird. He has biceps and triceps, so I guess he's a stronger character. I don't know what to think about Mewtwo X. He looks good. I choose him over Mewtwo Y. The thing is, I like Yveltal better than I like Xerneas, so I'm still not gonna buy this game, if it did come with Mega Mewtwo Stone and Mewtwo downloaded into the game already to be played and downloaded or whatever. Alright? I don't like Mega Mewtwo X or Y because I'm not gonna get either version for their Mega Evolutions. Alright? It'll be a waste of my money. It will be a waste of my money if I got Mega Mewtwo X for Mega Mewtwo X, Pokemon X. And didn't want the freaking stupid blue deer Pokemon. And then I wanted the red Falcon Pokemon, but didn't want Mega Mewtwo Y. So yeah, that's my waste of money that I didn't get because I didn't want that game. Anyway.